We need to talk some more about Palestinian journalist Hossam Shabat. We covered one of his journalist interviews via a short form video here on the channel, where he discussed what it is like to be, sort of a man in a year of genocide. And he talks to this man who was a father, and, his sons are dead, his business is gone, he has no car, he just has nothing after a year of genocide. So Hossam Shabat is a journalist in Gaza, and we have some news, and of course there's been a lot of updates since. I wanted to make sure that things sort of panned out. But reporter Sana Saeed, a journalist here, says, oh my God, Hossam is one of the few journalists who has been able to get us information from North Gaza. Israel's been targeting and killing Palestinian and Lebanese journalists with impunity. We know this. If you wear the helmet or the bulletproof, or not really bulletproof, but I guess the armored press jacket, Israeli soldiers see that more as a target to suppress information getting out of Gaza and documenting their war crimes, even though they film their own war crimes as well. So it doesn't make sense. But yeah, free press is supposed to be never targeted. They want to silence whatever information is able to get out. This is horrific, and our media here is complicit in this genocide and in the targeting of these heroic journalists. She goes on to say that Hossam, by the way, is a young man. He's 23. He was born in 2001. His entire life has been the open-air prison that is Gaza. And I would also, once again, say that, Gaza is not an open-air prison, even though it has walls and you can't leave and all that stuff. Prison implies that the people there are guilty of something. These are just where people were born and where they live. You can't imprison or treat someone to genocide because of where they were born. So his work has been and remains indispensable. He, like so many other Palestinian journalists, has shown us what real journalism is. It's empathetic, it's kind, it's fearless. It holds power accountable, and it's willing to be vulnerable. Praying for his recovery and safety. So we have several videos here that I want to pull up. Some video here of Hossam Shabat, and this is by journalist Mohammed Maher. Even when injured, he is reporting. Hossam reports that the Israeli strike hit a home where they were filming. Several civil defense members were killed, and that the house collapsed on them. So yeah, you can... Okay, they don't have subtitles on it. So he's still trying to do the job, which is, honorable, of course. From his official Twitter of Hossam Shabat, he said, "Tonight I was deliberately targeted by Israeli forces. After receiving word of a nearby bombing, I jumped into my car to report. Upon arriving at the house, panicked with terrified people, I could hear their desperate screams for help from the second floor. The moment I stepped inside, the house was bombed again, and dismembered body parts of the wounded flew around me. Rubble crashed down on me and my colleagues. One first responder was killed, and while my colleague and I were injured, many others did not survive." And Mehdi Hassan says, awful, glad you're okay, Hossam. Then we have this video here where Hossam says, sitting next to me are paramedics who were in the same house that was bombed. They lost their colleague who was trying to rescue people and was blown to pieces. I'm trying to console them, but I'm overwhelmed by the pain from my injuries. And once again, a lot of this stuff is not, transferred to English, but I believe you can kind of understand what's going on through body language, through, just the tone of their voice. You can tell there's a lot of pain and distress and sadness. But I think we're glad to know that Hossam is okay. That is just the most recent update that we have there, is that, you know, despite all of this, we still have him reporting in Gaza. In addition to some of Hossam Shabat's other tweets, we have this one that says, "It's been 24 hours since I was injured. All I want to hear is my mom's voice. I've been trying all day to reach her. My family is only a few miles away, but the Israeli occupation forces have separated us by building a military base between northern and southern Gaza. They can barely connect to the internet, making it incredibly difficult to communicate with them. I've been denied even the chance to hear my mother's voice. They've taken everything from us." Once again, we just have to say that the people in Gaza, a lot of these men and women are in their 20s, and, you know, like Motaz even, who has grown quite popular and has left Gaza and is now going all over the world, you know, lobbying for Palestine and getting the word out in a different way, because he did feel like he was imminently being targeted by Israel, and that he was likely to be, you know, assassinated in a sense. But the work that, you know, Motaz, Hossam Shabat, Bassan, all these journalists have done is shed light and put a live video feed to the devastation that's happening. It's documenting this genocide so that the world may prosecute those who are guilty. And there's just no people that are braver than these people. To put on these press armored, you know, body armor, that doesn't really protect you. It actually makes you a target. It's kind of a reverse. In most war zones, people would see that and not target that individual. But in this war zone, particularly the Israeli, the IDF, do actually target the press with intention to suppress the truth getting out, which means it's all the more important that it does. So we have to applaud these people. We have to thank them. You can find him on Twitter at Hossam Shabat. That's with 2 S's, Hossam Shabat. It's important that we follow these people because you get the story straight from them. You know, you can also watch it through networks and stuff whenever they reach out and ask for the footage so that they can put it on, you know, Al Jazeera or CNN or whatever. But CNN's never going to show you this stuff. So I think that's one of the last, like, vestiges of Twitter, of what makes Twitter still, like, relevant and important, is that it is one of the last bastions that's documenting this genocide, and these reporters that are here, you know, doing the only thing they can do, and that is to spread truth. So it's very important. I appreciate their work, and I pray for them, and I wish them the best, and I really hope someday we will see an end to this devastation. I think with Netanyahu being prosecuted and found guilty by the International Criminal Court and having warrants out for him in Galant, speaks to some progress, even if it feels performative in a way. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on future videos. Take care, be safe, and we'll see you on the next one.